So today we are looking into all the details we can get about what your future spouse looks like. Okay, so that's what I'm concentrating on. That's what I've asked for. So we might get a couple other details, okay? Maybe like their personality and where they might live and stuff like that. But I'm really concentrating on what they look like and details that you will find helpful when you first meet them, okay? Or if you already know them, okay? So we have little bunnies again today, and I just want to start today's video really quickly thanking you guys for getting me to 1,000 subscribers already. I cannot believe that I already have 1,000 subscribers, so you guys seriously put a smile on my face. I had no idea that people would like this so much. So thank you so much. That makes me so happy. So yeah, let's get started. So we have group 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So as always, you can pause it if you need more time. And we do have who, what, where cards today, and the charms, and the pendulum. Okay. So we will get started with group 1. Hi, group 1. Let's see what we have. It's always exciting. Okay. Alright, so anytime I get this one, I always think of blonde. Okay, blonde hair. Also, I believe they all have, well, it looks like blonde hair, all of them. Okay, so we have blonde hair so far. Doesn't always mean that they're going to have blonde hair, but that is their natural hair color. So their eyebrows, if they're male, then they could have like, you know, their beard and things like that. So they might dye their hair, okay, but underneath it's natural blonde, okay? It looks like it could be like ginger blonde as well, so maybe like a strawberry blonde, something like that. So we do have 3 women here. So to me, that tells me that they might actually have 3 sisters. Okay? If not, at least 3 siblings. Okay? Or they are one of them. Okay? So maybe they have 2 sisters and them. Okay? Interesting that we have these 2 towers here. So to me, the way I'm taking it today is I feel like it means like they're like a city away, okay? Because we have one little path going through here, okay? So it's not too far away, but it's not in the same exact location, right? So there is some distance, but it's not that far. It's maybe a city or 2 away, like in your region, okay? It's almost like through the river or over the river and through the woods, you know, and you'll get there. So it's not too far away, but there is a chance that you might not know them because they don't actually live in your city, I don't think. Let's see if there's anything else like screaming at me here, but that's really, so far that's the main stuff. It is a moon card, so they could be Pisces. But again, I'm not really reading anything traditional today. I really just asked the cards to give me, oh, there's like a loose string here, to give me, you know, cards that I can read that will tell me what they might look like, how you can spot them very easily, okay? Okay, so that is mainly what I'm getting so far, okay? So definitely something to do with these. So it's either they have 2 siblings, okay, and they're the 3rd one, or they might actually have 3 siblings. And blonde. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, again, blonde hair. There's not a lot going on in this photo here, picture. Okay, so it's just validating that they have blonde hair again. Okay, this is good, this is good. Okay, worth waiting for. All right, and then we have the 2, okay? And again, it's almost like 2 sisters. They don't quite have blonde hair. So it's just kind of like light brown, but the majority of what we've gotten so far is blonde, okay? Something to do with like sisters is really what I'm feeling like. We have these two here and then there's three. So like I said, they could have two sisters and then they're the third one, okay? Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, let's remember that as well. Let's see if those goes are fun. Let's do these two big ones. Okay. Okay, again, we have blonde hair. That's interesting because they are towers here, and I was gonna say, like, maybe they live in an apartment building, but, I really wasn't feeling, like, 100% about that or anything. But it is slightly higher up, so they could maybe, it might not be, like, an apartment building. Maybe they live on, like, the second level of a house. Maybe they rent out the second half, the upper level. Because I'm not feeling like an apartment building, but there's something with, like, an extra level up, So it might just be that they own or live in the upper half of a house, okay? And also, again, with the weird distance. So it's not like a lot of distance, but it's in the background here, okay? So I feel like there's a little bit of distance between these two places. So it's like you're in the same area, but just slightly away from each other. So it's not like you're gonna have to move across country or anything when you do finally meet this person or anything. They are in your area already. That is what I'm feeling like. Okay. Let's see what else. What? Okay, so we have the 7-star sisters. What is going on with the sisters? Okay, it might not be 3, because at first I was like, oh, that's a definite number, but then we have 2, now we have 7. They might have a lot of sisters. It might not be a specific number, but there's something going on with sisters here. They could even be, like, in a sorority, okay, or they could have been in a sorority, and that would be a good reason why they would have a lot of sisters, right? I mean, they might just have a ginormous family where they have 7 whole sisters, but that seems like a lot. But I mean, it's not out of the possibility, but I don't think that's very common. I feel like I think this is just trying to drive home that they have a lot of sisters, and it must be more than like 2, Or like maybe a lot of cousins, like a lot of female cousins that they're really close with. There's something going on with a lot of close-knit female energy. Maybe they have a lot of roommates, like a lot of female roommates. I'm trying to figure out like a lot of different reasons why that. I mean, the only really thing I can think of is like, yeah, female cousins maybe. If it's not actual sisters, it could be sorority sisters. But yeah, it might not be actually 7, okay? But I think it's just showing like a multitude of female energy, close-knit family energy. So, look out for that, because there's definitely something going on with sisters. Like, they might just be extremely close, where like if you are dating this woman, you might as well be you're gonna have to go through the test of, several women, not just the one you want to date, because they're all gonna have their opinions, you know what I mean? And same if it's a guy, okay? Say if you're dating a guy, that's almost more scary, because their sisters, his sisters are going to be very opinionated. But I'm not saying that they're going to be mean. They could all love you, but it is, like, it's a little bit off-putting, maybe. I've had some bad experiences with, like, boyfriend sisters where they just, like, don't like you, and you're like, I don't know why. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But again, it could be some sort of weird warning, but I'm not feeling like it's a bad problem. I think it's just telling you, look out for this, because if they do have a lot of sisters, this could be the one. Okay, so that obviously is going to be like a very big red flag for you. Not a red flag, but you know, a flag to look for. I mean, you know, it's going to be a really good indicator if that's the person or not, if they're surrounded by multiple sisters. uh, yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And they could be a smoker, okay? This little caterpillar here is smoking out of a hookah, okay? So they might smoke the funny stuff, okay? Or they could just smoke tobacco, okay? And not even tobacco, but you know the vape things, you know, those e-cigarettes. They might have a affinity for their little e-cig. Okay, let me look at this up close, because I'm not really getting much else besides the blonde hair, really. Interesting, though, that there are 4 birds around her, 3 in her hair, and 1 in her hand. So again, that could be mirroring the sister thing. The 3, you know, in her hair, right? Isn't that a saying? They're all up in my hair. So that is interesting. So look out for some sisters, you guys, because, and you know, maybe it's saying blonde, blonde, blonde a lot because maybe they're a blonde family, so all of their sisters are going to be blonde, right? Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay. Oh, okay. First of all, so we have girl talk. All right. What was I just saying? Okay, there's going to be a lot of opinions because there are a bunch of sisters. That's what they do. They talk. Again, we have blonde hair. What does that say? She's saying, hello, Kim. Okay, that could be helpful. Their name could actually be Kim, or their sister could be Kim. And then we have this card, which it says meeting someone new, getting back out there, dating. So like I said, it might not be someone that you've ever met before. It might be someone that just happens to be a city or 2 away. You might meet them through, I mean, there's plenty of ways to meet someone. I didn't necessarily ask how you would meet them, okay? I really just wanted to get to how they look and ways to spot them. But yeah, it's kind of reiterating that idea that it might be someone you've absolutely never met before. It's just someone who's never crossed your path ever, and they have no idea you exist, and yeah, somehow you guys will meet. And this is saying dating, getting back out there, plan and set a date. So, could be like online dating or something where you really are specifically putting yourself out there, and that might be how you meet them. Okay, some sort of like blind date maybe, something like that. This is telling me that it's not really going to be a chance encounter, right? Because it has something to do with getting back out there. That's funny though, girl talk with the blonde hair again, like, oh boy. And so remember that we did have the name Kim on there. That's just very specific, that it says, hello, Kim. Okay. Alright, so let's get some Who, What, Where cards. We're gonna let's do 3 today, just because that's more fun. Okay, their first name begins with a vowel. Okay, so keep your eye out for that. There's lots of names like that, but you know, I'm not going to say there's going to be a lot of I names, you names, or, you know, there's really only a lot of like A some E names, but the others are a lot less common, okay? So that is very helpful. So keep your eye out for that, and it's their first name, okay? Oh, your paths will cross when a holiday is in season, okay? Okay. What holidays? Well, holiday coming up next would be 4th of July, so in the summer. That might be when you decide to go get yourself out there or whatever. And it doesn't even mean like on purpose, really, because like this one is saying your paths will cross, but no, I'm still gonna stick with the fact that I don't think that it's gonna be an encounter. I don't think it's gonna be a random encounter. So that just might be, when you online date or you go on a blind date, whatever it is, however you do specifically meet this person. I think that's just saying that it'll be during a holiday in season, like 2 weeks before, 2 weeks afterwards. Unless it's like a major holiday like Christmas or something where it's like goes on for 6 months, you feel like. But yeah, okay, so keep that in mind. So that would be what, in about like a little less than 2 months would be the next holiday, which is 4th of July. Yeah, so I think all of us kind of right now are like, well, really, what's the point of going online dating or doing anything, because I can't really hang out with them too much because of the pandemic and stuff. So that might be when we all start to, feel a little bit more relaxed about it, and we might, want to be meeting some people, which does make sense, right? That does go along with that timeline, because I feel like by July we should hopefully be a little better, with this lockdown stuff. No. Okay, they have 3 siblings. You guys, this is confusing. So I want to say they at least have 3 siblings, because, see, this one is what threw me off, because there's 2, But, okay, they could have 2 sisters, right? Those could be the big sisters we're talking about, right? And then they could have a brother, Or, this could just be saying there's 2 troublesome sisters. But let's hope not, okay? But I have come across them before. Wow, okay, you guys, this whole sibling sister thing is really confusing me. It's like, I wish I could just get cards over and over again, like, they have 3 sisters, but it just doesn't work that way. So, you guys, take this how it is, okay? We have a couple different scenarios, sister-wise, sibling-wise, but the main common denominator here is that they definitely have multiple siblings, and there are quite a few sisters in there, okay? Because we have this girl talk too. I mean, I wish there was a dead set answer here, but it's how reading goes. Okay, but I do love that. I love that. So, again, this is good. So, we have some clues, okay? First name begins with a vowel. We have some sort of time frame, okay? So, it would be, if it was during the next holiday, it would be about less than 2 months, okay? So, that's nothing crazy. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. I think we're okay for that. Try to get some, whoops, dropped a couple there. Get some letters made, Oops, stuck on me. Okay, let's see what we have. Alright, so we have an H, another H, and an F, and an N. Alright, right, so it didn't want to give us a clue on what vowel their name is going to begin with. Thank you so much, universe, you know? Okay, so this could be letters in there, okay, so they could have like a name that has like double H in their first name or something like that, okay. FN2, okay, so there's a different type of letter. None of them are the same, which is interesting. So yeah, this could be where they come from, it could be their city, it could be their last name, other letters in their name, okay? And I mean, it doesn't have to be a vowel, okay? If everything else resonates, except for the whole name begins with a vowel, then that just wasn't for you, okay? But yeah, keep those in mind, see if those work. Okay, we do have 6, okay, so that is the lovers, so that's awesome. All right, so that means that you are going to have a pretty good relationship. It's going to be an equal balance, okay? Whenever we get the lovers, it means an equal relationship, okay? It's not going to be one-sided. Okay, so we have, interesting, so this normally stands for the 5 of Pentacles, okay? Because it's a snowball, and in that card, they're on the outside and they're out in the cold and the snow, kind of like shut out a little bit. So I'm not sure what that's referring to. So it could be speaking to you or your person, okay? But they do feel a bit shut out, or you feel a bit shut out. And that could just be speaking of what's going on right now in the world, okay? You do feel, everyone kind of feels a bit shut out a bit, you know, out of society. But I'm not really feeling like it's about the pandemic or anything. I feel like this might be, I kind of feel like that has to do with you. Like maybe you haven't really been in the dating game for a while, and maybe that's why we got this card here. Meeting someone new and getting back out there. Maybe it's been a while. And if not you, then it could be your person, okay? So your future spouse. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I know what this is talking about. So it's either you or your person, okay? But there is a 5 of Pentacles here coming up. And if it's not the 5 of Pentacles, because charms are, I don't know, relative, I guess you could say, because they're not exactly cards, right? So, because they have other meanings. So this could technically mean cold weather, okay? Somewhere where there's snow. I didn't get my glacier charm, but this is a snowball, okay? And that's why it takes me to the 5 of Pentacles. So they could actually just be in a colder environment where it snows more often. They could be in Canada, Alaska, in the more northern Europe or Russia, okay, where it's colder. So it might not be talking about the 5 of Pentacles, so keep that in mind. It could be actually talking about the climate, okay? Then we have the Sun card. Okay, so that means happiness, and we've been getting this a lot, which is good. For a while, I didn't see this for a long time, but it's making its appearance again. So things are looking up, I guess, for the collective consciousness, I guess. So technically that just talks about finding your happiness, finding contentment, almost like a pure, innocent happiness where you're not feeling guilty about being happy, you know? It's like you know that karma came, you've done your work, and you've been rewarded for being a good person. You know, that is that feeling where it's actual happiness. It's not sneaky happiness or anything like that. It is pure happiness, okay? So that's interesting that we got both of those. So it's definitely a turnaround if this is the 5 of Pentacles. So right now you might be thinking, oh, what a bunch of crap, you know, like there's no way it's going to happen. And then you will. You'll find out that things can change. I mean, literally in a day, one day. You could get one thing of news and everything changes. Okay? And I know people say that, but it is definitely the truth. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have, okay, perfect. We have the rainbow with a star. So that means that your wish is coming true. So again, I think maybe you have been wishing on this, and maybe this is the 5 of Pentacles, and you've been in there. Where you've been wishing, but you don't necessarily believe it, really. because maybe it has been a while. Okay, but it is something coming true. It's a wish that you have coming true. A rainbow is a surprise ending, okay? It is happiness, and it comes after a storm, right? Okay, so we have, this one was attached to me, so I'm not sure if it meant to come out or not, but I took it anyway. So we have music, okay? This could be someone trying to get your attention, okay? But again, I'm feeling like you might not know, I don't think you know this person, okay? So I don't think it has to do with getting attention, because it's usually when someone knows you and they are crushing on you or something. So it might just be that they're a drummer, okay, or they used to be a drummer, maybe they grew up playing drums, they might not do it anymore, but it's something about them. They might be a DJ, you know, something like that. They could produce music. And it doesn't necessarily have to be drums, but they could just be in a band, because when you see drums, it means, you know, a band. So yeah, they could, and it doesn't have to, you know, it could be literally like a mariachi band, you know, you don't know. But it's, you know, they don't have to be like Taylor Swift. But they are in a band, okay? It could just be like a garage band, or, you know, they play at the local pubs and stuff. But yeah, something with music, something with beats, and, well, I don't have too many, like, unique charms, but, sometimes it just means that they dance to their own beat, they walk to their own beat, okay? They set their own pace, which means that they could be a unique person, they could dress differently, they think differently, they might have, an off-the-wall kind of job, you know, where you're like, what, I didn't know that was a job. You know, where you're just like, what? That is something that someone does all day long, you know? It's just like the weirdest thing. There are just the weirdest jobs out there. So, it could be something like that. They could literally own their own music shop. Yeah, be a music teacher. I mean, there's lots of things to go with that, especially when I don't really have too much to go off of music-wise or anything, okay? Let's see. Okay, so in this frying pan, which lost its handle. No, it didn't. Maybe it did. I don't know. Was there a handle in there? Okay, so we have breakfast food, all right? So eggs, something like that, right? Doesn't have to be eggs, but normally that just means like comfort, right? Like, I don't know, when you woke up when you were little and your mom was actually making, you know, pancakes or eggs and bacon or something, you know, it was like, oh my gosh, such a wonderful start to the day, you know. It's just a good pick-me-up, it's a good wake-up call, you know. So it could technically mean like a wake-up call, like getting your attention, right? Because, you know, the smell of something cooking wakes you up in the morning. Or it could just mean that you guys will get along really well the very first night, where you might actually stay up all night talking and into the very early hours of the next morning. It's something to do with morning or a wake-up call, okay? We do have a lizard here, so they might have a lizard, okay? And if this isn't about a cold climate that they live in, they could live somewhere very warm, where they, like Florida and like the southern states, okay? Maybe even just like in the Middle Eastern type, you know, that like near the equator type area, stretching across the globe. You know, there are lizards just like running around. I don't have them here because I'm in like Northeast America, but family members I know of in the South, they definitely have just lizards in their backyard, and it's like crazy to me. We have bunnies, you know, like, and deer. We don't have actual critters and scorpions and things. And it was weird that it was also in this. I honestly am not sure how to take that, because, I mean, unless your person eats lizards, I really don't know. You know, I'm not gonna like make something up. I don't know. I don't think that means anything, but I wanted to point that out because maybe it means something to you. I don't know. Yeah, and you know, and it could just be like when you first meet them or something. Like maybe you go to the mall for your first date, or that's where you meet them, you know, because they might be an actual stranger, basically, you know, so you're going to meet them somewhere public, and maybe you take a stroll through the mall talking, and you end up at, you know, an animal store, a pet store, what you want to call them, and you might actually be looking at lizards, you know, sometimes these don't necessarily make too much sense until it happens, right? So that could be a little sign for you, like, oh my gosh, we're looking at lizards right now, and I remember that girl talking about lizards, you know, something like that. And if they do live like in Florida, or you do, you know, maybe that will be in your first date, you know, you might come across a cooked lizard on the road. I don't know, you guys, I don't know. But yeah, that's specific, so I'm not sure. So take that how that is, okay? I'm not thinking that it's like, oh, your person's sneaky, or, you know, they're lizard like, or they have a lizard brain, you know, something like that. I don't, I'm not gonna, that's just weird. No, I think that it's tough. And, you know, they might even just have a tattoo. I say that a lot because it's true. Whoa, these are all like tattoo type. Whoa. Okay, so we have a dagger, a swallow, and a lizard. These are all very common tattoo. They could even be a tattoo artist. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I missed that. Because like I saw those over there and I was like gonna get there, but then when I thought of the tattoo, because this is like a very what you would call like a flash tattoo. Okay, it's like flash artwork. You know, when you go into a shop, they have a lot of the anchors and the daggers and the swallows and the birds. You know, wow, that just totally. I feel like that makes the most sense. Cause I'm like, I don't really understand this. Normally, I can at least get some sort of idea. I want to say they might have either these specific, like they might have more flash tattoos. So it's more like the traditional tattoo, right? The more Sailor Jerry type. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but like Sailor Jerry type tattoos, okay? That makes so much sense, and I want to say that that's like 90% of what I'm going to go with. But if not, the other 10%, okay, it could mean literally these, I feel like these are very separate things. So if it's not a tattoo or a tattoo artist or something like that, then you're going to have to look for these specific signs, okay? I do feel like they go together. And that's really all. I feel like I just want to stick with the tattoos. I don't think that they have like a sword collection. I mean, they could, but I'm just not feeling that. I don't think they have a pet bird or a pet lizard. They could, don't get me wrong, but for the majority of the feeling I'm getting, I'm feeling like they could have these tattoos, okay? And that does make a lot of sense because I asked for specific things that you could look for when you meet them, okay? And tattoos are something very specific that when you first meet them, you're going to know, you're going to see them right away. You don't have to ask questions. That makes a lot of sense for me. I don't really want to go much more into it. I feel like that is what that's talking about, okay? I'm still a little thrown off by these eggs here, but let me know what that means. You know, if you end up spending the night and you make eggs, you know, I don't know. Maybe you guys, your first date, you go to like a breakfast diner, you know, and you get some delicious eggs and breakfast food. They could work somewhere like that, you know, or maybe you find out like, oh yeah, I go every day to the Waffle House and get 2 scrambled eggs, you know, I don't know. So yeah, keep that in mind. Something about these eggs, you guys. Something about breakfast. Okay, and I'm going to go with tattoos for sure. I don't know what else to say about those. Okay, so and you know, a lot of tattoo artists are in bands as well because I know quite a few of them. They love to be in bands. So let's see what color eyes they would have. It's easy to spot, right? Give us a good answer, Punji. Come on. Give the viewer what they need, please. We have blonde hair, or at least natural blonde hair going on. What color eyes will they have? Okay, it seemed indecisive. All right, so we are on green, okay? Makes sense. So they're going to have lighter hair, green eyes, okay? Okay, let's try to get another clue that you can take with you and see if they match up, you know? Just start interrogating people when you're on their first date. Excuse me, sir, do you own your own business? Oh my goodness. Oh, Penji, I swear. You never fail me. You just never fail me. Okay, guys, they have blonde hair. I mean, not much more to say. And then one last one to get some sort of time frame, even though we are thinking 4th of July-ish time, okay? It doesn't have to be. There are plenty of holidays throughout the year, so let's see what we can get here. Wow, it might be 4th of July, you guys. So 1 month. And so that does make sense because in this time in our lives right now, the pandemic, we might just be meeting someone, okay? So maybe a friend will send you their number, or a friend will, like, you know, let you know this person exists, and maybe you'll meet them online at first, you know, but they're still a stranger, obviously. And it's, again, not going to be a chance encounter, I don't think. So that does make sense, because if you do meet them in a month, you might take a while to talk to them a little bit until you actually meet them, right? Till your actual paths really do cross, like physically. Okay? So, and I don't think that's for everyone, okay, but for the majority, I think it is going to be starting. We're going to have some stirrings in the universe, in your love life, in the next month or so, okay? Exciting! Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helped you, Group 1. And like I said earlier, thank you so much for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. Like, I have no idea. So I will be putting up a post soon. I should have said that in the beginning. That I will have a little poll where you guys can put up what you want me to ask the universe for you, okay? So yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I appreciate it so much. I hope it helped. If not, check out other videos, like I always say. Comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you guys take care and have a good night. Hi, Group 2. Let's see what we have. Wow. Okay, first of all, there's water in both of these, so they could live on the coast, okay? The coast anywhere. I have no specific region. But yeah, it might not be like the coast of, you know, the actual ocean, but it could be, you know, it could be a lake, could be maybe a larger pond. It could even be like a man-made body of water, okay? But their house is at least where you can see the water from their window, okay? Like from their house, I do believe that they have a view of water, okay? Also, they have dark hair, so I'm feeling dark hair. They might have a child, but they might not. Okay, I'm not sure. Or they could have, like, they could have maybe gotten divorced or something, where that partner already had a child, you know, and then they got together, but then they got divorced, so it might not be their child. There might have been a child in the picture for a while, okay? But I'm not sure about that. Um, Definitely the water thing, though, okay? So they're definitely near some body of water, definitely. And it does almost look like islands, so they could even actually live on an island, okay? Which sounds extraordinary, but I mean, people live on islands, you know. It could even just be like, you know, Hawaii, something like that. Hmm. Actually, also Australia, even though Australia isn't an island, but I mean, I am kind of feeling Australia for some reason, only because a lot of the population lives on the coast. You know, I want to say it's like 90% of Australians live on the coast. Hmm. And I only say that because it's like really brown, you know? And I don't know why, but when I see that in the background, I think of Australia. So again, they could be Australian. You could live in Australia, and this is who this is for. Yeah, I don't know why. I keep going to like Australia, but because again, we have like in the background here, they're they're not like palm trees or anything, but you know, nah, I feel like they could be though. I'm not gonna go with that because my gut is telling me that they could definitely be in like a southern region where there would be palm trees. Because I was gonna say they look more like you know, like northern deciduous. Is that how you say it? Deciduous? I don't know. But they're not like conifers or anything in there. You know, they're more like they're like maple trees or something in the background there. But but then this one is telling me like Australia. So I'm gonna go with water. Okay, there's definitely water for sure. I don't want to pinpoint an area. If I had to, I would say Australia or a region like that, right, where it's deserty but also coasty. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see what else we have. Right. Okay, right away I do see the black hair. So we have some sort of dark hair going on. Hmm. Let's take a look at this card. So she's holding little leashes, like little strings, and then she has fireflies, like on leashes. Okay. Interesting. So, they could have a couple pets, a couple dogs, maybe, because there are quite a bit of leashes going on here. Um, but yeah, like really all I'm really asking for these cards is, you know, to give me what they would look like. So, obviously they have dark hair, okay? So they all have dark hair, so this is good. Thank you, universe. Um, I'm not gonna read it as an Eight of Wands though, you know. So we're just gonna leave it as dark hair for now. We'll see if anything else, you know, comes up. Okay, we have passion, and again they both have dark hair. Alrighty, so they definitely have dark hair. Like I always say, they don't have to have dark hair all the time. They could actually dye their hair. They could have lightened their hair or something. But you would be able to tell by their eyebrows, if they're a man, their beard, you know, their facial hair. They definitely have natural dark hair, okay? Okay. Okay, just saying. Oh, again, dark hair, you guys. No mixed signs about that, you know. Definitely dark hair. They could be a singer, okay, but again, we're not concentrating on that, but they could be, okay. Like, I don't want to miss signs if they are there, so they could be a singer. And again, because it's very prominent here that they might actually be wearing all red when you meet them, okay? No. Oh, again, okay, so we have the body of water here. Okay, and then these people, they definitely have dark hair and they could even have dark skin, okay? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, it's almost like this is their backyard. I mean, maybe not this, where it's like beautiful, but they definitely have some sort of body of water. It's basically like at their front door. Well, back door maybe? Okay. And it does seem very tropical, okay, which does make sense because I was like, I didn't feel like it wasn't tropical. When I was about to say that, I was like, no, I don't think that's right. So I do feel like they could be in a tropical place, okay? I don't know why, but I just thought of Cuba. Like specifically Cuba, of like all places, but for some reason this is like taking me to Cuba, or some a place that like looks and feels and has that same atmosphere as Cuba, you know. Hmm. And Cuba's an island, right? That makes sense. Okay, okay. Let's see what else we have. What? Okay, we have a palm tree, so that makes sense. Uh, yeah. Good thing I wasn't like no palm trees. The universe would have made me look like an idiot. Uh, yeah. Okay. And it's right next to where I just was saying, like tropical type area, you guys. It doesn't have to be, okay? But the universe is trying to give me the majority, right? The majority of the people who this is for, that's going to be it. So it's not always going to be every card for you, okay? Maybe one or two cards is going to be off, but the rest will be good, okay? And then we have karmic relationship. Okay. Letting go and loving you. Okay, so, I wasn't going, because I'm not reading it as, as traditional. But, like when I look at these, it could be saying that you have met them before. I'm not going to say yes definitely or no definitely, but there is that possibility, okay? So I'm not going to rule that out. Only because we have these two people, okay? And to me, it almost, because it's passion, right? It's almost like, I don't know, like they're making up or something, right? And he's got wings. So it's almost like a soul partner, right? Like a soul contract, maybe a past life person. So it's like you know them, but you might not, okay? You might not know them in this life, okay? So that's tricky because sometimes it'll say, oh, you know them, but you might not actually know them. You knew them in an old life of yours, right? So sometimes that gets tricky to read, but but I do say this because we have the guardedness. Is that a word? I don't know. But the guarded stance, okay? She's got the blindfold on. It's almost like she doesn't want anything to do with whatever was in front of her before, which could have been this person, right? And then we have the two people here, right? So it's almost like you could have known this person. But again, I'm not going to say that you remember it, or I'm not even going to say that it was in this life. That's why it's tricky to like talk about that because there's so many options. It's hard to pinpoint it. But then this one, it's like she has all these little leashes, right? And all these little fireflies, which are like little points of light, little points of life, really. So that could be little memories. It could be past life relationships, okay? So it kind of is like a little tangled web there that she's like holding all these little strings that are leashes. So like this could kind of be saying that you could know them, but again, it's like I'm 50-50 on that. I'm not going to say yes or no, okay? But we do have a karmic relationship, so there is something going on, okay? So again, it could just be past life stuff. So that I'm iffy on. I'm not gonna, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Sometimes I just don't know. I try. I really do. I try. Okay, let's get some who, what, where, just so we can see. Whoops, there goes one on the ground. Okay, let's get that one. Okay. Okay, so has a tendency to be forgetful or late. Okay, that's the one that fell on the ground, so I really wanted you to know that. Okay, let's see. Goes by a nickname. Okay, let's remember those things. Okay, and has a pet. Didn't I say? Okay, yeah, I mentioned that they might have a couple pets because, you know, they had all these little leashes going on. So they do have a pet. Okay, goes by nickname, and they have a tendency to be forgetful or late. So, if you're on your very first date and they're 10 minutes late, you'll be like, yeah, this is the one. You know, because they can't help it, even if it's their first date. If they have a tendency to be late, they're always late. Okay, so we have dark hair, possibly as a pet, lives by the water, could be Australian, or if anything, just lives near palm trees and water, so that makes sense. Okay. Man, you guys, I think I need to get a bigger bowl. It's really just hard to, like, move these around. Okay, let's see. Try not to get too many. Sometimes it just gets, I just have too many charms, you know? Okay. And one of them fell out. Okay, this fell on the ground. Okay, so it could be happy guy. Alrighty, so let's see what, oh, okay, we just have an R, and that's it. Okay, so keep that in mind, could be important. Okay, the first name, last name, anything like that. Oh, there goes my cat coughing again. I swear, it's like right on cue. Anytime I record, there she is coughing. Okay. Wow, okay, so we have new. So, okay, like I said, because I was like, maybe you know them, maybe you don't. This could be a whole new person. You know, it could be a past life person that you know, but this life, they're brand new to you, you know. Huh, I like that, I like that. Okay, and if not, it could just mean, like, you know, a whole new chapter, new anything. I mean, really, like, new could mean a lot of different things, so I'm gonna go with it. You don't know them, or they're just like, maybe you could have known them a long time ago. Well, we do have this little my childhood. This means childhood or just innocence, just complete childhood innocence, right? So you could have known them literally. They could have been like in your kindergarten grade, and then they moved away, and you don't remember they existed at all. So they are basically new to you, right? Interesting. So we have like old, right? Old childhood innocence here, and then new. So, this is all very cryptic, universe. This isn't helping much. Okay. Oh, we have Cupid. You know, maybe it's like you might both see each other in a brand new light if you did know each other, right? Because you would just be struck by Cupid's arrow. But again, I'm not feeling like you knew them, though, which is like, this is hard to pinpoint, you guys. This is a weird reading today. Because I feel like it's new, and then you're gonna meet them and they're new to you, and it's like boom, like I love you, stranger, you know. And so this could just be talking about like that you feel like you've known them for a long time, you know, because it doesn't have to mean like yes, you definitely knew them when you were 2 years old. It could just mean like that actual childhood innocence where it's like you don't have that weird distrust for someone, you know, where you don't want to give them the benefit of the doubt, you're a little iffy on strangers. It's almost like you'll meet them and you'll be like, wow, even though this person is brand new to me, I feel like I've known them forever, because you're going to be struck by Cupid's arrow, like, immediately. And then wow, oh, okay. You know what? All of these go together, I think. So we have the cozy home, the fuzzy comfort, okay, so very comforting. This is like even more comforting than my other little teddy bear charm that I have. This is like real comfort, contentment. And then we have the childhood happiness, okay, childhood comfort, and then the cozy home. So this, okay, I feel like this goes with these, okay? I think it is going to be a new person. I think this is just speaking of, and then we have like the laughing, okay? This is all very cozy. I don't know how else to say it. It's just everything that you thought you would have when you were a kid, you know, and you look at your life and you're like, oh, I'm going to have the red house with the picket fence, blah, blah, blah. This is it. Like, this person is that for you, okay? They are going to deliver these feelings for you. The extreme comfort and the contentment, the innocent happiness, you know, the cozy home, the laughter. Wow, and then we have the treasure. Oh, okay. This is like what you want. Your future spouse is everything that you wanted. It's not going to be just like a husband that help you take care of bills, you know, or a wife that helps take care of the kids. I think this is going to be a partnership. It's what you actually want. It's what you wanted when you were a kid, when you looked into your future, you know. And we do have Cupid here. This is all pretty amazing. We do have my biography, which is oh, that could go with the new, okay. So like a new chapter, yeah, because like my biography, you are literally writing your life, okay? That's what that means. I feel like this is like a whole new chapter. I mean, really, like this is the new chapter here. Okay, and then we have what I would assume is northwest. Okay, that is what it's saying. It also is going up, okay, so it's not down. But northwest, so that could mean something to you, okay? So maybe you could be northwest of them. They could be northwest of you. Maybe you're thinking of moving northwest from where you are, okay? Maybe you have a new job offer, something like that. So that could maybe even be speaking of a time frame. Okay, so like when you do move northwest or something like that, this is when you'll meet this person, or yeah, lots of different options. So this one I'm not positive on, okay? So that you guys could maybe decipher that better. But it is facing northwest, okay? That's the general direction. Yeah, I don't know what else that could possibly really mean. So yeah, just take that northwest. That's what I'm getting from that. I'm not gonna go with anything else because I don't feel like it means anything else. So that could only be for a few of you, okay? It doesn't have to be everyone. A little extra clue there for you, okay? Alright, let's get pendulum. Alright, let's get a time frame. When you're either going to meet this person or things will start cooking, okay? Come on. Give us something good. Oh, 1 month again, you guys. First group got 1 month too. So that's like beginning of summer, okay? So that could be when you meet them, or if you already do know them, that could be when things start cooking, okay? Okay, let's see what else. Hey, let's try to get a little clue to help you spot them, okay? Something you'll find out about them, you'll learn about them. Oh, okay, they have dark skin. Hello. What did I say? Dark hair and possibly dark skin. Possibly from Cuba or more of a, southern equator area, the tropic area. And a lot of people down there do have darker skin. Okay? Makes a lot of sense. Alrighty. And last but not least, let's find out what color eyes they have. Okay, dark hair, dark skin. Come on, Penji. Green again. Okay, green eyes, darker complexion, darker hair. Okay, that is what I have for you. I hope that is very helpful. It should help you at least be able to say, okay, this person is definitely not them then, okay? Yeah, I hope that helps you. Dark hair, dark skin, green eyes, possibly in the tropic area, okay? Goes by a nickname, has a pet, could be forgetful or late, alright? And yeah, I believe that's pretty much what we have. They might be a singer, okay? They might not be like a singer, but they might sing a lot, at home or, So yeah, that is what I have for you guys. I hope that helped. If not, check out other videos as always. And like, comment, subscribe. And I will be putting up a post soon so that you guys can, let me know what you want me to ask the universe for you, okay? Because I hit 1,000 subscribers, so I can finally talk to you guys on the timeline. Don't worry, I'm not going to be just like, bombing your whole timeline with questions, but I will say hi soon. Okay, you guys, so thank you so much for watching. Yeah, take care of yourselves, and I hope you guys have a good night. Hi, group 3. Let's see what we have here. Whoa, I always like when I get the 1111 card, okay? So it's the Four of Wands, but it is the 1111 card. A lot of yellow going on, okay? Okay, so first of all, so they could have 2 dogs, all right? They also could be taking care of an elderly family member, okay? Maybe their parents, maybe an aunt or an uncle, maybe even their grandparents, okay, if they're still around. But I am seeing that this elderly gentleman here, okay? He's really standing out, along with the dogs. So yeah, I feel like there's something to do with an elderly relative, okay? They might not live with them, okay? But they could. Maybe like their elderly parent moved in with them, okay? So that they could take care of them, something like that. But it doesn't mean that they live with them, but they could be the main caretaker of this person. So maybe they stop by every 2 days or something, and that is going to be something that you would find out about them quite quickly. That this is something that is a part of their life, that they have to take care of this person. Also, interesting that, so they could live in an apartment, okay? I am seeing a tower in both of these. Interesting. So they could possibly live in an apartment, and I don't mean just like the bottom floor or something. Like, I feel like they're going to be higher up, a couple stories up maybe. But some sort of apartment, and if not, then they work in a very tall building where their office is several floors up, maybe 10 stories up, something like that, where they are quite higher. I'm really feeling that. I'm feeling like this tower is, they're definitely there for a reason. For some, they're in a portion of their day, they are higher up, okay? Like in some sort of tower or an apartment building, a skyscraper, something like that. And I noticed the yellow right away. So they could be wearing a lot of yellow when you first meet them, or maybe the next time you see them, if you know who they are, they'll be wearing like a yellow shirt or something. Something with yellow to try to help you spot them, which is interesting. I don't know in what way, so just keep your eye out for yellow, okay? So you might live in a extremely yellow house and then work in an extremely tall building, I don't know. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of yellow. And 1111, I always want to talk about that because it means that you're on the right path, okay? 1111 is, I mean, the universe is sending you signs. It's telling you, like if you do see 1111 a lot, it means the universe is just assuring you that you are on the right path. And usually it comes when you are questioning if you're on the right path, right? So the universe senses that and it sends you these signs. So yeah, you're on the right path. So this is a good sign. And I think that that's speaking to you now, okay? It doesn't mean later when you're obviously married to your perfect spouse. That's not going to help, right? I feel like that's speaking to you now. The 1111 part, okay? Well, okay, again, so a lot of towers here. It's like a city. So, okay, they might not, if they don't live in a super high building or work in a, then they definitely live in the city. There's something to do with like skyscrapers and buildings, okay, being high up. Because, and then we have this here again. So it's like a whole little city, right? A lot of buildings. Okay, they could also be an architect, okay? Maybe not an architect, but they could be like in construction where they actually build homes, okay? Things like that, you know, where they could be a woodworker, they could install windows, you know, anything that has to do with homes and construction of homes, that could be helpful. But they don't have to, okay? We have a lot of different options so far. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, that's true. Okay, so we haven't had any like physical traits because I really can't tell what color hair either of these are. Interesting. Maybe they don't want to tell you. Maybe that is because even in this one it's dark hair and light hair. Okay. They might even dye their hair. Where this would be you know, null and void. It wouldn't matter because natural hair color won't matter. You won't be able to tell. So maybe they dye their hair, you know, like unusual colors, like where it's not just a natural color, but like maybe it's purple, blue, or something, you know. So it might not help you. So maybe that's why we haven't gotten any clues on that. Because then we also have the mixed messages here of hair color. So maybe they dye their hair frequently where you might not even be sure of what color their hair is. Maybe it's blonde one day and dark the next week, and it doesn't necessarily matter too much. So not very helpful for you, right? Because what are you supposed to be looking out for? I don't know. Oh, okay. So we have, interesting. Okay, so this one here, she's got orange hair. Okay. This could be strawberry blonde. It could be actually orange, you know, like ginger. But again, it's like they might just dye their hair orange. So maybe when you meet them, their hair will be this color, right? But they might be naturally a different color. I'm sensing that they don't always have the same hair color, to be honest, because we have 3 hair colors now. So that doesn't necessarily help. They definitely have green eyes in this photo, though, so we'll see what color comes up with the pendulum. Okay, again, interesting. interesting. So, like, first I see, like, these tower-like buildings here. Not buildings, but structures or rocks. But again, it's like, and this almost looks like some sort of city, right? There's like 3 in a row here. Interesting. It's almost like a city, and then there's like little houses of the rocks. You know what I mean? They're like laid out like streets, right? Almost looks like streets. And then big skyscrapers. And again, we don't really have a clue of what color their hair is because they're like shrouded in a shadow there. That is interesting, you guys. This isn't giving us too much physical traits, is it? It's more about their location, where they live, and like how they live. So that must be more important for you in this situation to know these details rather than exactly what they look like, okay? That's what I'm sensing, because the universe would have given us better clues if that was the case. Okay, let's see what else. What? Okay, we have girl with a snake and then the snake. Ah, okay. I have no idea what that could mean. You know what? Like in the other one, tattoos. I'm feeling like they might have a snake tattoo. If not, they could actually have a snake, clearly. That would be the first guess, right? So they might actually have a pet snake. Okay. Or have a tattoo. Only, and I say that because this almost looks like a tattoo, you know? It has like the tribal flame. It almost looks like a tattoo, right? So, and I was just talking about that with group 2. So it could be a way, a physical way to spot them. Because like I said, I mean, it's not like they're going to have a person on here with a snake tattoo in the photo, you know? So how would it get that message across? It might be like in a very obvious place, this snake tattoo. If not, they could have some sort of snake, you know, like a snake bracelet or a ring that's a snake. And a pet. It could be a pet as well. And if not any of those, then you might actually encounter an actual snake, okay, when you first meet them. Or on the day that you meet them, or, you know, that morning before you go on a date with them for the first time or something like that. You might encounter a snake in your yard or something, or you guys might go to the park and you find a snake and then you talk about it. Something with snakes, you guys. I mean, clearly, how do we have 2 with snakes? Interesting. There's like no snakes anywhere else, so... it really wanted to tell you that, though. There's something about the snake. And again, I keep going with the tattoo because it's like tribal. Okay, let's get some who, what, where. We're gonna get 3. Come on, give us something good. Something they can use. Okay, has been extremely hurt by a loved one in the past. Okay, so that could be something very obvious when you first meet them. You know, they might be a little bit, not shy, but, not exactly open arms, okay? They might be a little bit, still hurt by whatever did happen to them. So they might not want to exactly jump into a relationship, okay? But that is a good clue because you'll know when someone's been extremely hurt. They'll talk about it, you know? They will. Hums often. Okay, that's a great clue. I love that clue because not a lot of people hum, okay? There's hummers and then there's not hummers, okay? So that cuts out half the population, right? That's a very good clue, I feel like. Ooh, Ooh, that one's always fun when you get it. When they have dreams about you. Okay, so you might actually already know this person if they have dreams about you, okay? Um, and if not, then they're dreaming of you as a blurry face, you know? So they are dreaming of you and their future spouse and who they're trying to manifest, which is essentially you. They just don't know that you exist yet, you know? But yeah, they're having dreams about you. And if they do know you, then it's about you specifically. And aren't you curious to know, like, what are you doing in these dreams, you know? But yeah, I love the hums often, okay? And like I said, they might, because this one is the biggest one, right? So they might actually have, and it might even be like neon orange hair, right? It might be obviously orange. It might not be like a natural orange color, okay? Because like I said, it's like the cards didn't want to reveal their hair color, really. But yeah, look out for the towers again. Oops. Tower, tower, tower. Something with a city, skyscrapers, buildings, something like that, okay? They could even be like window washer. One of my friends is actually a window washer, and it's dangerous, but people do it, you know? So, yeah, something with the city. I don't know, you guys. But I like it when I don't have too much detail, because then I can reach like more people, you know, when it's not exactly specific. So this could be for a lot of people's scenarios. Look for that snake, man. Look for that snake. I am so curious to know what that is. If it's a tattoo or if you guys encounter a snake or something. I want to know about that. Something fell. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we have a D, an R, a doctor, and an O. Okay. Dr. O, or a name that begins with D-R-O. We have Rod, that's a name. Okay. Okay, Doris, Doreen. There's lots of names, okay. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Okay, so we have a 4. Oh. Little lamb. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. My phone died. Well, I was in the middle of that, so I was just talking to nobody for a few minutes. I kind of moved stuff around, so I tried to put it back to where kind of all the charms were. So, okay, I think this is where we stopped. Okay, so where were we? Okay, I believe I was just talking about number 4, right? Okay, so that is the Emperor. Okay, so I feel like your person, whether they are male or female, definitely have conquered, I guess, that male energy side of them, okay? So whether they are male or female, like I said, but they are definitely in their place of power, okay? They're good with budgets, they're good with, you know, working on their home, things like that, okay? And they don't have to be good at all of those things, but what I'm saying is they are a very balanced person, okay? The Emperor, they're very balanced. And that does make sense because we have this little golf club, okay? And there's a golf ball on top and it's being balanced right on top of it, okay? So that to me tells me that there's a good balance in the relationship and also probably in your person as well, okay? We do have this explosive here, okay? I feel like this goes along with this heart, okay? So this heart isn't flat, okay? It has expanded, okay? It's very full. I feel like this has to do with your person, because remember how they were very hurt, okay, by someone in their past. I feel like maybe they wrote off relationships for a while. This could be a surprise to them that they're going to meet you and actually fall in love with you, okay? And you might even witness their heart growing, okay? Not that they have a stone cold heart or anything, but I think they wrote it off, okay, because of this experience. But I feel like, okay, this makes sense because we have this little lamb, okay, little baby lamb. I don't know if you guys can see him. He likes to tilt the other way. Let's see if you can, okay, there we go. So this means like something new, a new beginning, okay? A little wobbly on their legs, okay? So it could have been a while. But yeah, I do feel like they're going to come around and you're going to witness their heart expanding, okay? And you as well. You could have been extremely hurt. Maybe this is why this is a really good relationship, because you guys both understand what it means to be compassionate, understanding, patient, okay? Yeah, and then we have the little hen in her roost, okay, in her nest. That to me tells me that you guys will find a lot of comfort in each other. You'll probably move in, okay, and it won't be a regret of yours at all, okay? I feel like that is going to be a major thing that you guys are going to do. One of the first major things you do in your relationship is going to be consolidating your living space, okay? You guys are either going to move into one of your homes or you'll buy a home together, okay? This snowflake here tells me that one, they could just be really fragile because of this, okay? They could have a very fragile way of looking at relationships where they are the fragile one, okay? Because they could be hurt again, and they don't want to be. This could also be speaking of actual climate, okay? So they could live in a northern area where it is colder, okay? I feel like mainly it's talking about their fragility, okay? They're very fragile when it comes to relationships and love, and it's totally understandable if they've not only been hurt, but extremely hurt, okay? So it could have taken them a long time to get over that. And maybe you will help them get over that as well. But yeah, I do like this, that some sort of surprise for them. Some sort of explosive, but I feel like that goes along with this heart expanding and becoming full. I feel like that's what that's speaking of, that it's going to be a surprise to even your person as well, okay? And then last but not least, we have the adventure stories, okay? So that means that you're not just going to be married and watching movies together and watching TV together and cooking together. You guys are actually going to be going out and doing things together, like going to a museum, weekend getaways. You could be going on holiday and vacations together. It's not just going to be, suburban life every day or something. I feel like you guys are going to be doing a lot of fun stuff together. And again, I really don't feel a suburban thing because there's something about the city, okay? Something about the city. Oh, this is upside down. Skyscrapers, remember? Something about the city. So yeah, I feel like it's going to be a fun relationship for you. At first it might start slow because you guys might both be a little bit fragile, okay? But you will find comfort and you will settle down and you guys are in it for the long haul, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Let's see what the pendulum wants to tell us. Okay, so let's get a time frame. Okay, next week. All right, so you could be meeting this person, encountering this person next week. Okay, don't think you guys are going to be moving in together or having some explosive relationship in the next week, but that might be when you realize who this person is, or that you actually meet this person and realize who they are. Okay, let's see what color eyes they have. So we have no set conclusion on hair color, but I was guessing green earlier, so let's see what this says here. Oh, whoa, okay. We have green. Remember how I mentioned that? Because in this picture she has very green eyes. Okay, I think we got green eyes for every single reading today, which is interesting. Wow, that never happens. Okay, so green eyes, inconclusive hair color, yeah, and inconclusive skin color as well. If I was gonna guess, I would say lighter. I would say lighter skin color. Only because all of the pictures, they do have lighter skin. Okay. And last but not least, one little clue to help you, apparently in 1 week. Come on, a little clue to help the viewer, please, and thank you. Okay, that's a good clue. So when you first start talking to them, they might mention that they just started a new job. That could also be how they meet you. They could get a new job where you are working. Okay? So they just started a new job. All right? So I hope that helps you guys. As always, if not, check out other videos that might call out to you. Those could help you as well. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. Like I said earlier, I can't believe that you guys got me to 1,000 subscribers already. Thank you so much. So I will be posting a celebratory post soon, asking for your suggestions and what you want me to ask the universe for you. Okay, so look out for that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys take care and have a good night.